Heidi ho, folks. Can't see me because if I do the camera, the light will be blinding. I can't. I don't have the setup to do. I mean, I can do the split screen, but get the map, the full size of the map with the split screen, it'll be blinding. Oh. Pardon me. Oh, getting set up. Yay. Hopefully everyone's having a good Sunday so far. That's it, really. Nothing else going on. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there's the old cricket in the background. Still in the basement, still living. Good for him. Sorry about the camera jiggle. We got it dangling precariously. Yes. Precariously dangling. Yeah, map is pretty beefy, pretty juicy. We'll see if anyone wants to hop on, chat, ask questions. Like I said, I'm just doing some Harn stuff. I have quite a bit of PDFs, and I had a good chunk of physical stuff from them. I think the first thing I ever got from these guys was in like 2015. It kind of went to the wayside. I do have the subscription to the what's called Harn Quest. It's a quarterly, like $30. A quarter. Yeah, I've been subscribed to that for a while. I'd get them, I'd read through them, I'd really like them, and then I just kind of forgot, or it fell to the wayside, or I don't know exactly how to describe it, but yeah, away it went to a point. Then the other day I was looking, I forget what came up on, I think someone mentioned it on the YouTube channel I was watching. The live stream, somebody said either a comment or someone on the live stream had said Harn Master. And the light bulb clicked. Hey, why not take a look at this again, some more? Dust off an old chestnut, so to speak. I haven't played. I haven't ran. Refed, I should say. I have not sat on either side of the screen with this stuff. Now, this stuff is crunch-o-licious. It can be. It's very modular. There are a lot of aspects to it that you don't have to use as far as Harn Master the rules. Ooh, wow, look at that shadow. Yikes. There we go. And the rules, not overly big as far as the rules book. Now this particular specimen, I backed a Kickstarter. They just, it's, oh my goodness, they got, I think, 3 editions of this. This would be considered like the 3.5. All they've done since their 3rd edition of this is they've had errata and updates and cleanings, and really it's not been that bad, that much, that erroneous from what I've noticed. And I know that's kind of weird. Like, what the heck? What you got going on here? It's not in a binder. It's got 3. Well, binders I like. Well, if need be, I like them. They work. But yet this, I got these. I don't know. I forget how many. A good chunk, 80 of them or something. Individual rings, as you can see. And they clip together. I like it because there you go. You can separate. Oh, look. You can do that with a 3-ring binder. And it seems that 3-ring binders have a tendency to tear into the particular areas of where the 3 rings bind said product. Whether it's Harn or anything. Not that this has a lack of paper quality. Anything. Remember in school, middle school, high school, college, we had 3-ring binders. If you're flipping through, it ended up tearing up. It ended up just not good, not fun. So yeah, I ordered a bunch of those. Took these out of the 3-ring binders I had. There's the bestiary. The artwork is great with this stuff, by the way. It is old. It is medieval. It is Gargon 8. Yeah, so I decided to put these separate rings to these particular books or articles or modules or whatever you call it. And they seem to not be chewing at the pages as much. I mean, the art is just nice. Really, really nice. I don't think that other light is... let me see. Let me try something here. I don't think it's going to be conducive to... yeah and no. Just brighten stuff. Yeah, a little bit of shadow I think we'll deal with for now. You can kind of see the map a little better. I think. I don't know. Yeah, this stuff can get crunchy. The setting Harn is just wow. It is wow. It is a medieval era setting. A little bit of English, a little bit of French, a little bit of Anglo, a little bit of maybe there's a skosh of the Gauls of the barbaric, so to speak, the Norse, the Nordic. Here's a small bit. I'm sure there's a lot. Confident there's a lot more than just this bit of an article, as they call it. Locust, or Locus, Sacred Isle of the Northmen. I mean, that is Norse, Norse-ish, Norse-esque, whatever. Again, great art. They do wonderfully meticulous work in their writings. I mean, heck, you can get a map. Okay, there's this map that you get that's describing what hexes are on. Let's see, F6, which would be on this map. So we have A, B, C, D, F. Okay, my apologies. I'm backwards here. That F6, I believe, refers to another. I have 4 of these, and they are of the different regions. I have one that is up top. I believe one is down here, one is over there. You know, I got, yeah, well, that was Vinia. Okay, Vinia. North, that's got to be. Okay. Again, I'm just breaking this out. I haven't looked at this stuff in quite some time, so my apologies. But hey, we got someone watching. How you doing? Yeah, the maps are great. Very good. And again, these they refer to them as either modules or articles. They're bits and pieces, I guess you could say. But I do enjoy, because of what they've been doing, the fact that it is a 3-hole punch. So if something new does come out, something new is created, you can just put it in with the other stuff of the other region, or type of monsters, or skills, if it's for this, really good stuff. Really detailed. And the Harn world, the Harn setting, it does not have any. And we'll look at this. Let's say you are into the Norse type, folks, type areas, type regions. Okay, there is no. I mean, you got your taxes on hawking, bondage, wharfage, piloting. You got your registry. You got a little bit of government, some economy. The religion of this area, history, government, etc., law and order. But when it comes to actual any NPCs or any such thing, there's no stats. It is a system agnostic, system generic, system neutral. Boom. Throw that in whole cloth to your OSE game, your AD&D game, your Hackmaster game, your whatever rules you're using, your You could do a medieval setting area of Cthulhu. Cthulhu rules. You know how to make it spooky and a mystery, and everyone's going to go insane and die or not. Here's an area. Here's a bit of a region. Things really do make sense in those as in of the particular time period, medieval times. I don't know if I could ballpark a year for anybody that would want to look up type of era. Maybe 800 to 1200 or something. Medieval times, maybe somewhere around in there. I'm not quite sure. Beautiful art, though. I mean, great stuff. I will put a link in the comments to Columbia Games. That's who does this. N. Robin Crosby, I believe, is the bigger, largest developer, contributor to the rules. Here's one of the articles I've been collecting. A couple things came through the Harn Quest quarterlies. This came from a Harn Quest quarterly. The paper is really good quality. As you can see, it's kind of glossy. It's fairly thick. I think the price point of this stuff is to me, it's borderline. Excuse me. It's borderline pricey. I don't get a bound little. I don't get a stapled little. Well, keep in mind though that this is to be continuously added into, a tome. This Tharda wasn't as big as this, but over several different receivings of Harn Quest, and that's not the only way you can get it. You can get these different articles, these different modules, directly from the store, and you can get the PDFs or the physical. I don't think they do PDF and physical both. It is either one or the other. I could be wrong, and if I am, I apologize. Yeah, but you just keep adding to, this is the Tharda region. Well, obviously that's Tharda, but we have where is it? I know I have it. Yeah, Parnan. Well, Parnan. That's in Tharda, so you can put that in your Tharda module. Now you have a more of a tome, more information. So that part I do enjoy. That's neat. Again, paper quality, ink, art. I like it. I buy it. A lot of folks probably won't because when, but I enjoy it. I mean, again, I just rave about this the artwork. guess some achievements of the Thardic legions, some heraldry. They go into depth with this stuff, kids. They go in depth. It is majorly the Harn, the setting is majorly humanocentric. There are elves and there are dwarves. Absolutely. And there's monsters, you know, dragons, orcs, that kind of thing. They're versions of orcs. And other such nasties. Chibissa. Again, look at her. More civilized folk fighting the more barbaric folk. And a skirmish of, I don't know, someone took my carrots from my donkey that's dead now, or I don't know. But great art, great setting. Thick, thorough, meaty. They've been doing it since '86. I've said before, I'll say it again. There's got to be at least, I'm certain there's over 1 million words in print about Harn and its histories, its peoples, etc. Different regions. Oh, by the way, this map here is the map of Harn, and as you can see up yonder, this map, I got it on a bit of a special. It's on their website. It is a vinyl map. I'll bring the camera down and zoom in here later on. Hey, Bruce, how you doing, brother? I see you out there. Hey. All right. Harn enthusiast. Oh, type it there. Thanks for joining, Bruce. Thank you. Yeah, Silverway, I have that. I have yet to print that out and look at it. I didn't order the physical. I have, was it Fur Road, a couple others. And like I was saying, brother, yes, something in the Force. You got that right, my man. We don't talk much. We haven't, I mean, we're starting to, but on the peripherals, I'm sure I've seen. We do share some tastes in games quite a bit. So, anyways, back to where this map. I'll zoom in and show you folks. This is a vinyl map. It's got grommets. I don't know. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 grommets spaced around the edge, around the bottom and top edge, so the corners, everything, so you can hang it solidly. I gotta say it's a 2, 3 mil, probably a 2 or 3 mil vinyl thickness. I mean, I've had this for years. It's held up. It is 4 foot by 6 foot, full color, as you can see. You can read. The printing is clear, it's clean, it's crisp. And I got this on a deal. This was years ago. I got it for $100. A little pricey, but then again, maybe not. I mean, 4 foot by 6, full color, sturdy, well printed vinyl with grommet map. It's a matter of, do you have the room to hang it somewheres? Yeah. And there are 3 others underneath this that I have of other regions of Harn. And I also got those on a deal. Now they sell these on the website, I believe, for $150. Whatever. Whatever. So again, and as Bruce said, he says he has the silver, excuse me, the Silver Way is a route with NPCs, adventure seeds, and such along Harn somewhere. I PDF'd it. I haven't read it. I hear rave reviews that it's really good. One of their more solid works, so to speak. But you could plop that into, like I said, the setting here is system agnostic. You know, all these NPCs and any of these books or modules or articles or whatever you want to call them, there's no stats. They just tell you a strong or weak, healthy, you know, and you can easily put the numbers to it if need be in your own rule set that you may want to use these NPCs, personalities, etc. Yeah, I'm just sitting here going over some stuff, organizing it, you know, dusting off the old chestnut, so to speak. Figuring, going over some notes, making notes, taking notes. I want to do a little bit more of an in-depth Harn, the world itself, and the game itself overview, review. Yeah, these guys, they cover everything. They got anything and everything. I mean, this I made this cover, but law and guilds. I mean, they got different ideas for laws that actually are used in Harn, and then the various guilds that are most common throughout Harn. You know, so you could use these any medieval-esque fantasy setting you want to. There's, I mean, what else have I got over here? Oh yeah, this is a good one. This is one of my favorites too. Herb lore and potions. Yes, herb lore and potions. It's actually a really good one. And these are so easy to use in any other system. Because there's okay, we have a little bit of the skill of Harn to find the ratings, find whatever you're looking for. But outside of that, we've got price. When you successfully forage, what season, you know, light, partly shady, rarity, common, habitats in the heath. It's a succulent. This is a all in all. I'm looking at. No, keep typing. Keep typing, Brucey. It's fine. I'm glad to have someone commenting. I'm really glad you're here. I appreciate it. Appreciate your subscription. I obviously subscribe back, and I tell people about you and check you out. No, keep typing. It's all good. I'm just rambling side to side, back and forth. Anyways, this isn't anything overly structured. Let's see. A few of the products. Oh yeah. Azadmir to the human-controlled lands. Yes. Azadmir. Let's see. I do have that one. We have religion, magic. Okay, there's Avail, Azadmir. Yes. This is an older cover. Azadmir, the Dwarven Kingdom. Like I said, there are dwarves. And there are some newer articles that I've gotten. I put in this because, hey, look. Yes. So Azadmir, got all kinds of other Abe. We got some achievements of select great clans. Azadmir. Veil, the elves, got that. And then, of course, the barbaric people of Harn. I have that as well. Yeah, I went all in over the years and didn't realize how all in I went until, like I was saying a while ago, someone mentioned it, or brought it up in the chat or a live stream or both or whatever. It's like, I got a handful of that stuff. Well, yeah, when I went looking, I'm like, holy moly. And I also went onto their website to see what PDFs, whatever it is. So counting some of the stuff you're showing you, I got like 87 different freaking PDFs from these guys. So, wow, at least. Probably 90. Because I think I did buy a couple more. Yeah, the different barbaric peoples, the uncivilized folk of Harn. And it goes into depth detail on how, each of these barbaric peoples, clans, tribes interact, who likes who hates who's kind of with who. Gives you their tribal organization, their religion, present relations. I mean, this stuff, these guys, they don't pull any punches. These folks at Columbia Games, when it comes to coverage in depth, so to speak, not leaving I don't want to say no stone unturned, but they do root through them and flip stuff around and write a lot of in-depth good things. It's done well. As I said earlier, the system, I was going to make, and I still will, a sound effect, someone like chewing on like Captain Crunch or something, that crunchy crunch sound, so I can hit a button. Yeah, this has some crunch. So if you like some rules, some minutia, some I'll give you an example. You got to hit location, and then let's say it hit your face. Well, where did it hit your face? Right eye, left eye, nose, forehead, right cheekbone, left cheekbone, chin, mouth. If you like that kind of stuff, it has it. You don't have to use it, though. You do not have to go that deep with it. You can take it out, remove it, and it won't befuddle the game. It won't break the game. It won't ruin or spoil. You can even, like the skills. This is a largely percentile based game. You can even remove all the skills out of this game and just do your attribute testing, which they have rules for, which you would think like in an OSR type game, old school game, the attribute testing for doing, I want to go fishing. All right, roll, D20, and you got to get under your 12 intelligence. Or perhaps in this one, you could even judge, well, roll 3d6 and get under your 12 intelligence, or whatever. You can do that. Easy peasy. No harm, no foul. Yes, Bruce, you are correct. There is a system for Harn, and that's what this is, and you do not need this to enjoy this at all. This is written. There is some mention of the Harn world, but not so much to where it's, oh man, I got to get this to really enjoy this. No. Or vice versa. No, not so much. You are correct, Bruce. That is correct. What else do we got? The Khazad-dûl do not seem to traffic much with the other races. You are correct. They have set their prices, and then they expect to be paid. It's a wonderful world set up complete with economics and logistics. Brucey, oh boy, you are correct. I've said it before in one way or another, and I'm going to say it again in another way or another. These folks at Columbia Games with this Harn, this setting, wow. They got it. It's down. It's hammered. It's tight. It is just, oh man. You want a setting? Just get this stuff. You want to do no work for the setting. Very minimal. Just get Harn. Subscribe to Harn Quest. Get Atlas Harnica, which I have, but I have yet to print out and show off. Just get it. If that's what you're looking for and you want pretty much zero work, stuff that's done for you, and you like a medieval, high medieval, low magic, there is magic. There is magic. Shek Var and the religion, they do have their gods. That is for certain. ITR349. Hello. Thanks for joining. Yeah, no, not really a Harn player, but it is a great reference material. Agreed. 110%. Inspiration, ideas. Agreed. Yeah, there is magic. There is, gods, convocation, spells, miracles, something like that. I can't quite recall. Once again, I will reiterate. I'm dusting off this old chestnut, so I'm putting together a little punch list of notes and stuff to start going over to try and do a little more organized, in-depth look-see. But it is all skill-based, so if you are going to use the rules or interested in the rules, how they work, you want to cast a spell, roll your percentile. Use your skill. You want to, perform a prayer, convocation, miracle, whatever they may call it. Roll percentile. You want to attack. You want combat. You want to use your sword. Roll percentile. You want to dodge that blow. Roll percentile. It's predominantly percentile. Damage is six-sided, but it goes on a chart, and it is determined level of injury. There's no hit points, and there are no levels in this. There are no classes in this. Traditionally speaking, there's no classes. There's no. So the injury level, depending on the level of injury that you suffer, you do have to roll to see if you fall unconscious or not from the force, the ouch of the blow, the injury level. And for every injury level, you take a penalty across the board on your percentile rolls to accomplish what you're going to accomplish. And then there's healing time, and they actually have a thing of where is it? Something about physicians in here. They're actually like a medieval type physician. Yeah. And they go in depth into healing. Oh, look at that. Ouch. Ouch. Calvani! Yes. What's up, Cal? Thanks for joining, guys. Folks. Yeah, look at that. Ooh. You can joust. There's jousting combat. And again, it's all skill, and the big list of skills, and they even get into depth with military careers. If your character comes from a military career, or he might still be part of a military, and what's going on, so you can design a bill. I guess as a, I don't know, DM, you could build the army or put together the forces and have adventures involving that, I suppose. You can have veteran characters at the start. There's a little bit of point buy when you create your character. You roll your stats I know this. You roll your attributes here. Here's a bit of a character profile, what they call it, character sheet. You roll 3d6 down the line in order in a row. Yes, TR349. Yes, Harn Manor. One of their Harn books. They really like the economics system. Yeah, they get really in depth. Yeah, I mean, it is my new shop. If you want, you don't have to. Some of that stuff to me is inspiring. It really is inspiring. Some of that stuff, when you look at the minutia and look at how a manor would work, and it's people supporting the manor, and do they get a lot of sheep, a little bit of wheat, and a little of this, a little of that. Sometimes you get a light bulb and go, now we have a problem with, etc., and we have to deal with the sheep. Sheep are, sick. They're falling ill. It's one of the big things for the manor upkeep, for the Thorpe, the village that's maintaining this manor, which the manor is to provide protection for these people in times of need. Oh crap! We got to figure out what's going on with sheep. What are they getting sick from? What's causing it? Is it mundane? Is it magical? Is it intentional? Etc. Some of that stuff can be really inspiring. Really, really, really inspiring. Really, really fun and inspiring stuff. Let's see. Okay, they're blabbing about their 40K Army level paint jobs and their miniatures. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You guys probably seen some of the miniatures I've been painting. I've been doing and working on. Still packing away at the 15 millimeter fantasy type miniatures. Here's something. Just a little preview or whatever. Here is the. I know it's going to be frightening. Nah, not really. It's the combat matrix. It's kind of like reminds you of what was the old Marvel superhero system called? Reminds you something of that, slightly, just by looking at it. It's different, but Cal's probably the best painter in the Legion of Myth family. Long. Yeah, I think they got something popping here. Maybe in another hour. Maybe I'll be jumping off here when that happens and checking out over there. That's a fun show to watch. It is. It seems to be a group of good folks, good people, like-minded chuckleheads. Gets into detail about hit location, your armor, what's it cover, what part of the body, weapons. They do blunt, edged, piercing damage. For example, this fella here has a sickle. The blunt damage of that weapon is 1. The edged damage is 4, and the piercing is 3. So if I wanted to state, I'm going to whack him with the handle, with the palm, just try and break his nose, bash that guy right in the face. I would refer to that 1. If I'm just hacking away at him like you would normally use a sickle, I would refer to the 4. And the 3, the pierce damage, that would be, well, I just want to cut him, but not as bad as I would if I used the edged. So, there's different aspects to those weapons. Different things. Different things. We have, and I do like this, even though some people think it's whatever, not necessary. I like it. I got a kick out of it. I remember getting a kick out of it when I first saw this with this game. You have your physical attributes. Okay, you have your strength. Okay, you have your dex. Okay, you have your agility. Now we have eyesight, hearing, smell, and voice. I like that. I like that because they are used in skills. They are used in determining certain certain factors, certain skills, certain outcomes. So what else do we have here? We have, and that's not all of the. And there's a sun sign, and it gives you a little bit of a bonus that a sun sign you're born under. Now you could just create what you want, or you could roll your species, as they call it. You can roll, and again, I said it's humanocentric. On a D100, if you roll anywhere from 1 to 97, you're a human. 98, you're Sindarin, or Sindarin, which is an elf. 99, Khazdul, which is a dwarf. And if you roll double lot, other. DM discretion. And you can, if you're making NPCs, you have your sex, you get your male or female, human, Sindarin, or Khazdul, the likelihood, the ratios. You see how you are close with your clan head, your family. We got calmliness. I like. Were you ugly, plain, average, attractive, handsome? Height, frame, weight. If you want to have fun, roll. Do you have anything medically wrong with you? If you're obese, or you have scars, or sterile, or birthmarks, some such. But yeah, we have intelligence. Okay, these are your personality attributes: intelligence, aura, will, and morality. That I really liked. That I really, really did like. The morality. That's basically, yeah, I mean, if you're going random, let's go random. What is my alignment? What is my morality? What is, you roll 3d6 for it. Now, there is a modifier if you're Sindarin elf. But yeah, you can end up with diabolical, unscrupulous, corruptible, law-abiding, principled, or exemplary. Now, it does suggest and say it is best if players choose from a score on the morality table that suits their role-playing style. Actions speak louder than words. The DM may remind a character that their plan is unreasonable given his morality. The DM should adjust their morality up and down whenever characters' actions do not suit the attribute. Record number and description. But I did like that. That's really neat. Then you have your psyche. Roll a D100 to get your score. And then you can, if you want, or if you're making an NPC, roll up mental disorder. He's been painting uphill both ways for over 40 years. Nice. And loving it. Yes, good for you, Cal. He does good work. And then there's a little DM section in here for campaign. Movement rates, routines of play. There can be psionics. I believe psionics is at the DM's discretion, GM's discretion. I don't think you can roll for it. You might. I think it's more at a discretion, and then you see if there's a talent. Talents that players may develop through play. Counters. There's a thing on treasure in here. Oh yeah, nice little campaign event calendar. A little campaign journal. Use that. Yeah, thing on treasure, random generating and artifacts, what they do, how you can attune to them, use them. And there is a small bestiary. And now this was the Kickstarter one. I have a non-Kickstarter one. I can't remember if there was a bestiary in it or not. Run down to the stats. I mean, I just really get a kick out of this art. I've been saying it, and I'll keep saying it. That might be a little too dark to see. Oh. Whatever. It's neat. It's neat. They do really in-depth. The Gargon is their version of orc/goblin. The Gargon. There are 5 distinct species that cannot interbreed. Some are a little goblin-y, some are more orcish looking. Some are a mix between the two. And I mean, they do the tribes. They break it down where they're at. Like I was saying earlier, in depth. Here's the Nomadic Tribes. How many of them there are? What hex on this map are they likely in? Predominantly in. And there's the colonies. I mean, it's some of the creatures are pretty unique too. Some of them aren't your average. Like this Aklash, this choking wind. Look at him, he's got a foul breath. And one guy's puking, the other guy, he's about to puke. And you get this, actually you would get this in a box. Well, you can get it on its own, but PDF. But if you buy the physical, you get this book, you would get here it is. You would also get a GM screen, 4-fold. Got pictures on the front. And you would also get a pad of character sheets. They call them character profiles, but you get a pad of them. I mean, they're nice, sturdy paper. 3-hole punch. Tears out like right out the rip, right off the top. I mean, they're not bad. When you write on one or erase on them, they're but hey, whatever. If it comes with it, get it if you want. See, everything's percentile based, skill based, even initiative. You have an initiative skill. You even have but it's really neat. You don't have to use it for player characters. You can, but there's an actual morale check, and they might go berserk, they might flee and run, they might. That's for opponents, enemies, monsters, etc. Here's the bestiary. So this art is really neat, medieval-esque. Dragons exist, yes. They give stuff for cattle. They give griffin, bears, snow bears. Well, obviously for eagles, falcons. A section on birds, dragons, lesser dragons, basilisk, wyvern, ghosts. How they manifest. Grave whites. Male grave white, female grave white. Stuff on horses, Cellini's, Harn and the Ilm, which are these suckers are weird. It's a neat, unique thing too, Harn. Won't ruin it. You gotta look it up. These beasts actually have a culture, a language. Rituals, etc. Like Cantor, Moravon, Moravrin. Many folks are aware of a fate worse than death. Anyone, whether noble or common, free or serf, strong or weak, good or wicked, can lose their soul to Bukrai. The servants of Bukrai are the sole predators known to most folk as Amoravrin. And their undead slaves, the Gulmoravrin, undeath is made possible by the shadow of Bukrai. Yeah, it's kind of undead folk. Warrior of Kliss. You get your zombies, your mummies, that kind of thing. Rabbits. I mean, they cover not just the fantastic, but they do cover the mundane as well. Which is it's nice. It's not necessary, but it's nice. It's something to have on hand if need be. If need be. Yeah, that's basically what I've been doing. Just got these maps unfurled. They were rolled up in a box. I figured I'd lay them out. Well, this one I've had hanging. This one here I've had hanging on the wall for some time back in the other area. But the other ones were rolled up. I figured, let me lay them out, let them breathe while I'm looking into this stuff. Looking at it again, a little more in depth. I mean, oh yeah, the one thing I really like too about their religion, their clerics. The different pantheons, of course, they have a really neat system of piety points. Piety points. A piety point is a unit of favor with the deity. Characters accrue PPs, piety points, by performing actions beneficial to their deity. They expend them by calling for divine intervention, or even by committing a sin. Piety points may also be used to increase the EML, effective mastery level, of any skill roll by prayer. So it's really neat. I like that. It's like spell points, but for clerics, and you have to. Here's how you get them. A list of ways that you can obtain these piety points. Through prayer, fasting, confession, daily mass, monthly low mass, monthly high mass, feast mass, temple service, donation and sacrifice, quest, pilgrimage. Piety is granted by a deity, not the church. So it's really neat. Prayer, 20% per piety point. One uninterrupted hour of prayer and or meditation in an appropriate temple or on other consecrated ground. If the location is not consecrated, the chance of success is reduced to 10%. Yeah, you roll your percentile. Boom. Am I prayed good enough, hard enough, pleasing enough, worshipy enough, blasphemous enough, depending on, the deity, deity, the gods, GAWS, gods. We got divine intervention table. It goes through the different deities, different gods, goddesses. Ritual invocations, different things for what you want to achieve as a I don't know, I guess you call it a cleric. This stuff again, it's their magic system. I know it's skilled. You got to roll percentiles, I believe. Could be wrong. I haven't really looked into this one again to remind myself too deeply. I think it is convocation. Yeah, it appears it is still skill based. Well, I don't think it's changed, so I shouldn't say still. It is skill based. And I don't mind skill based games. Hey, Hungar! Glad you're here, bud. Really am. And yeah, amen to feeling better, brother. Amen to that. I'm glad. I am. Well, you got a lot of people rooting for you. I'm sure of that. A lot of people rooting for you. And thank you for joining on this Sunday. Yeah, it's afternoon blabbery. Appreciate it. I appreciate every one of you folks. I really do. I'm humbled. I really am. It was inspired by a handful of fellow YouTubers that were just, not high production, not out to make any money or anything. And they just started blabbering about what they like. And I, a while back said, I'm going to give it a go. Why not? If I don't get nobody's attention or nobody really cares, no hard feelings. It's just YouTube. I'm not running for Senate or anything else like that. You know what I mean? But it's been turning out to be fun, really neat, and I appreciate everyone. Every one of you fellas and ladies. Yeah, so like I said, I do enjoy skill-based systems, rule set. I like a class-less, level-less type game as well. Those always intrigue me. I think those are neat. The lack of hit points. That's not bad if it's handled decently. And I think I'll go more in depth on a later episode of how they handle, combat, actual physical damage, I mean, you can bleed out. No, wait, there's no hit points. No, you can bleed. You can die. You can actually die fairly quick too. I mean, you fail your endurance roll after taking a few levels of injury and fall unconscious. Well, I mean, if it's a Gargon or a wild enraged beast, guess what? You gonna die. Now, if it's a fellow human, or maybe an elf or a dwarf, you might be, if the rest of the party is dispatched or they run away, you may be drug off and ransomed or taken, as a slave or killed because you're unconscious. Coup de grace. I think, I haven't really read or looked too deep, but I think a coup de grace on this is a no-brainer. If you can't defend yourself and somebody wants to kill you, they're going to kill you. Who, come on. There's quite a bit of skills in here, so it covers quite a bit of anything you would want to attempt. And again, I mean, if anyone has any more than 3 cells in their brain running back and forth, you could come up with other skills and format it the way they do. Now, there are skill specialties in here that are optional. So you can really have a skill, package or skill tree or whatever they want, whatever it would be called. Franchise, branching. Rules for mounted combat as well. Melee and ranged. Prices for armor I do enjoy, even though this is part of the crunch of this particular system, not setting, system. Well, the setting is actually crunchy too, but it's not crunchy with rules. It's crunchy with detail. You have this armor, and they put together standard, most typical layers of armor if you were to purchase them individually or together. It's already listed out. But it gives you coverage of your body, what it covers. And in combat, you do your strike determination to see where you actually land your blow. And then you go from there. On that chart, I showed everyone here on this attack matrix. So if you want that kind of grit with that kind of crunch, this has it. And if you don't, you really wouldn't need that. All you would need, you really don't. It would not mess this game up whatsoever from my reading and understanding of it. If you didn't include that, and you just went straight up, did I land the blow or not? If I did, how severe is, the injury, how severe is the damage? Go from there and be done. You don't even have to roll to see, I hit his left arm, or I hit him in the knee, or the shoulder, or nope. I made my hit. Here's the injury, the damage. Carry on. You really don't need to have all that. It won't make or break the game. But sometimes that stuff can be fun. It can be neat. It really can. And in a way, I mean, I do enjoy rules like OSR style stuff. I really do, but it can also be a breath of fresh air from rules like let's get a little crunchy. Let's have a little substance, so to speak. And inspire you in other avenues, other areas of other games that you've got going on. You've read other campaigns, other adventures. I mean, it's a little wordy. It sounds like, oh man, there's a lot to do, but read it, roll over it, think about it. You'll figure it out. It's not that hard. All right, I'm going to get off here shortly, but I'm going to zoom in on this map a little bit. Here, let me get rid of all these that I have. I have more than just this one map. Like I said, I got them, I don't want to say on the cheap, on the discount. They were only $100 each, not $150 currently. I got them fairly cheap. Well, no, not fairly cheap. What am I? I'm lying here. I got them. I got a discount. I got a discount. Let's do this. All right. Let's get some of this stuff out of the way. Sorry about my shadow lighting and shadowing. I'm not professional, so I'm not going to pretend to be either. All right. This camera's going to get a little wonky and wavy, but let's see what we got here. I mean, they're pretty good. And now I have the shadow. But it's a pretty decent map, like I said, pretty decent sized. That's 4 foot by 6 foot, literally. No lie. Like I said, they got the grommets here. Both sides. Fairly thick vinyl. This one is the one of Harn. Now this next one I have, it's a Triazon. Here, let me set this down so we're not jostling about. I forget where this is exactly on Harn. If not, it might be the shores. I'll have to look to find out exactly where it's at. But there you go. This map. You guys get the point. Big. Very well done. Again, grommet. Thick vinyl. Nice vinyl. This one is short. Yeah, there you go. I believe this is more of the northern, or the barbaric, well, Nordic type folk, I believe, are at. Let's go up there. A little sampling here. We'll show. Yeah, that's whatever that is. And they have a nice key. I didn't show you that. Nice. Whatever. Nice big Even 1 hex, 5 leagues, approximately 12.5 miles. 1 hex, 12.5 miles. Yeah. So it has that. That's nice. We got one more, last one here. It is Vinya. Let's do this. It's really nice. They're all really neat. Really neat. All right, guys. I thank you again for dropping by, tuning in. Woof. I appreciate it. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, whether we're on the live or not. I appreciate you spreading the word about the squirrel. If you don't, hey, whatever. Yeah, I'm looking into doing more and more of an in-depth of Harn and Master, the rules, and I'm gonna dig in more to the setting, give a little, cover my notes a little more, get things together. I like it. It's neat. I think it's worth it, at least partially, some of it, for inspiration, for reference. I'm blinding you guys. I can't. Oh, it's dark. Yes, I'm looking at the screen, not the screen. How about that? Sorry about the blinding light if it was blinding. Yeah, I'm going to be covering some more stuff concerning Harn, the world of Harn, and Harn Masters, the rules. Again, I appreciate everyone. I hope everyone's in good health. I'm happy for you, Hungar, on the mend. Yes. That's great. Hopefully everyone else out there is keeping their health and has their health in a home. Modicum of happiness. Yeah, that's it. Thanks again. Stay tuned. You guys are great. I'm going to look at this and go end the broadcast. Bye, 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 bye. Oh, I have to confirm. Okay. I'm ending it for real.